Hey y'all, welcome to the Filling Station. It's a new day, another opportunity to either make money in this market or to just learn from the market. But first, let me give my disclaimer. I am not a financial advisor. I just enjoy teaching people how to build generational wealth. And yes, the stock market is just one of those avenues. So this video is for educational purposes only. If you could please like, share, comment, subscribe, y'all. We learn and we grow together. With that being said, let's get started. So we are looking at Tesla. And as you can see, y'all, Tesla's been just trading sideways. It's been trading, I like to say, the gathering spot, right? So what's interesting is we closed at 318.38. We made a pre-market low around the 314 area. But so that 314 area is our support as of right now. Well, guess what? We're breaking out of an area that I have marked at resistance. However, we do have CPI data coming out shortly. So I say trade carefully, right? So where are the trouble places as of right now for Tesla? So we see here that we are getting rejected at this 320.30 area here. So we would definitely need to break back above this. Should we break this level, we could possibly have trouble again around the 321.44. Breaking that, we could possibly have trouble again, 322.84, and if we should break that, possible rejection area around 325.10. Now, should we break that 325.10 area, and I say anything is possible with Tesla, we could very well break, have trouble around 328.35, again 329.42, and if we break that level, we could possibly have trouble around the 331.52 area. So those are going to be possible rejection areas for Tesla as of right now. Now back to the downside, if by chance we break under 314.14, well, let's go back. So the area of support is around 317.75 as of now. We did have this area around the 315.35. So I would say, yeah, again, breaking under this 314.01 area, that is a strong support for Tesla as of now. Price has been just gathering, finding that support there before. So I would say under that we could possibly come back to 312.57, 311.50. Keep in mind that 311.50 was yesterday's low. We bounced from there. We test that area, which we knew we could have some strong support here, a few layers of support, let's say that. Now we bounced from there and moved back to the upside only to go sideways. So should we break this level of 311.50, we've broken through yesterday's low, so that's something to be mindful of. So continuing to the downside, under that 311.50, have 308.47, again 307.04, and here at 304.29, 302.79, and the 200 EMA as of now 301.53. So if you are trading Tesla today, those are possible areas to the upside and to the downside. Again, y'all, not financial advice, and I do, yes, the SPY in Tesla is a little bit congested. I've said that so many times because when I look at it, it's like, okay. All right, so we are now looking at the SPY. We closed at 582.99, and as you can see, it was trading in a gathering spot. It looks like we have broken out of that area only to have some trouble here at 582.80. Breaking that level, we could possibly come back to around 583.22 and have trouble. And if we should break that area, we could possibly have a little trouble area or resistance around 583.45. Should we break that level, 584.12, again here at 584.42, 584.67, 584.90, and if we break that, there's a few layers. So I'm just going to say here at the 585 area, that could possibly be a rejection area for us. Now back to the downside for the SPY. Should we break under 582.20, we could find support 581.79, 581.37, 580.93, again here at 580.48, and breaking the 580.48, 580.31. Should we break that level, 580.10 is a support area for us, which is right where that 50 EMA is. So should we break that, just know that the ATR trailing stop is forming now around the 579.51. So if you are trading the SPY today, those are just possible areas to the upside and to the downside. And y'all know I say so often in this market, anything is possible, nothing is guaranteed. So we are now looking at AMD. We closed at 108.12, and as you can see, this is our gathering spot. We have been here before, right? So support is around this level of 108.60, resistance at around 109.18. This is the zone that we've been trading in, breaking back to the upside. We need to get back above, let's say, the 109.45. We could possibly have trouble there. That's where the high of this candle is, and this candle is around that area. So definitely need to watch that 109.45 area. Should we break that, we could possibly have trouble again. 109.72, 109.91, 110.65, and again here at 111. Let's see that 111 area, 111.04, breaking that level, 111.42. Should we break that level, we could possibly have trouble again, 112.01. So if you're trading AMD, those are possible rejection areas to the upside. Looks like we've got that information come out, CPI information that is. Now to the downside, let's say we break under 109.18, we could possibly find support 108.60, again 108.08, breaking that level, 107.65, and you see here that ATR trailing stop is forming at around the 107.90, so I would be careful in this area for AMD. Again, 107.90, 107.65, that could be a strong area of support. As you can see, we've been in this area before, so breaking that level, 107.28 could be a support area. Again, 106.94, 106.51, and again 105.81. So if you're trading AMD today, those are possible areas to the upside and to the downside. Let's look at NVDA just to see where we are. We closed at 123, and y'all see that it's been setting us up for something. We've been trading sideways, kind of like in a zone, right? So where the trouble places, it looks like we just got rejected here at this 124.41 high of this candle, 124.49. So this is our trouble place as of right now. Should we break this level, we could possibly have trouble again, 124.97, again here at 125.50. If we break that 125.50, 126.45, and if we break that 126.89, breaking that 127.49 could be a rejection area for us. And should we break that area, 128.40 is a possible rejection area for NVIDIA today. Now back to the downside, should we break under this level here of 123.82, it kind of puts us back under the 5 EMA, so definitely need to watch that. So 123.20 could be a possible support area, and you see the 520 EMA here is at a previous level that we have marked at 122.87. so that is kind of like going to be this area, in my opinion, for NVIDIA is going to be kind of like a strong support area. So we have 122.79, 122.84, and again at 122.64. so should we break all of those levels here, we could possibly come back to another level of 122.28, not very far away. Breaking that brings us back to 121.75, which is here in this zone here. So we definitely could possibly break through all of that. Should we break through all of that, we could very well come back to, I would say, the 120.89 area for NVIDIA. So if that is something that you trade, I say trade carefully. There is a few layers under this 120.94 area, back down to the 119.94, 119.96 area. Should we break that, we could very well come back to around the 119.50, which is the 200 EMA, and you see it falls in line, you know, with some other areas that we have previously marked. So if you're trading NVIDIA today, y'all know I say often trade carefully. Once it goes against your why, make sure you have your stop losses, or you know, whatever it is that you choose to use, make sure you have the discipline to execute that. So we are now looking at Meta. We closed at 639.43. As you can see, we made a high of 648. Looks like we're getting rejected. Got at the area, I have 648.31 as a rejection area. So should we break through that area, we could possibly have trouble again around the 651.55, 654.04, 655.22. If we break the 655.22, 657.64, 659.07, 659.89. Should we break that level, we could possibly have trouble 662.82, and if we should break that level, we could possibly have trouble at 665.79. so those are possible rejection areas for Meta. Now back to the downside, if by chance we break under 642.41 or 642.60 area, We have the ATR trailing stop here at 638.79, and here it brings us back to a previous gathering spot. Price has been at this area here around the 635.49. Should we break that level, 633.77, and again here at 629 or 630.17. So if we break this 630.17 area, it brings us back to the 626.18 area, and breaking that 622.41. And as you can see, there's a few layers of support here. So I'm going to say under that 617.71, and breaking that, we come back to the 200 EMA around the 614.48 area. And as you can see here, I have that marked at 614.55. So we could very well come back to the 614.55 or the 614.48 around that area to possibly have trouble for Meta. So if that is something that you trade today, I say trade carefully. Like today is going to be an interesting day in the market. Let's say that, right? So let's see where we are. Let's look at Google today, just to see where we are. We closed at 159.58, and as you can see, I'm going to mark these levels because I have, let's see. Right now, Google was trading in this zone here, and what I like to look at is the body of the candles. You know, it tells me that price was in this area for a while here, and this is the zone that we were kind of trading in. And yes, so support was around here at 158.92. Resistance was here 159.29. We broke past that level only to, and another level of resistance around the 159.69. So I definitely need to remember that. Why? Because it is now our support. It was our resistance area. So it is seemed to be finding support or having some trouble here at this 159.95 area. Should we break that? Price came back to this level, this candle here. Price came back to this level of 160.22 to have trouble. So that is a trouble place for us right now. Back to the upside, it will need to break beyond that. So should we break that 160.22 for Google or Alphabet Inc. C, we could possibly have trouble again here at 160.39, 160.44. And if we should break that level, I have the next level here of 161.40. So if you're trading Google today, those are possible areas to the upside. Now to the downside, we could possibly, if we lose support here at 158.92, the ATR trailing stop is forming here at 158.62. Should we break that level, we have 158.28. And should we break that level, I would watch around the 157.82. Breaking that 157.82, we can come back to 157.01. And as you can see, I can put a line right here to show you that price was here. And let's see, we came down, bounced. This is where the body of this candle, and that's where the wick is here. So I will watch that 157 area for Google or Alphabet Inc. See if that's something that you trade. Again, not financial advice, y'all. So this is what I see when I look at the market, y'all. There's so many different ways to trade the market, and what's challenging at times is trying to figure out what strategy works best for you and making sure that you have the discipline to execute that. So it looks like the spot came up to this 587 once that news came out, but as you can see, it's not far from an area that I have marked as a resistance area. That is why it is very, very important that we mark our support and our resistances, you know, making sure that we understand that if price gathered in that area before, it's possibly going to come back there again or around that area, or, you know, if price just reached that area before, something stopped it from going higher or lower. So we definitely need to watch that. So again, we are looking at the SPY, and the 5 EMA is our support as of right now. Breaking that, we could very well continue down. I'm going to go back to Tesla just to see where we are with Tesla. Again, that rejection area was at 522.84. The 5 EMA is going to be our support as of right now around the 319.39 for Tesla. So if these are, you know, something that you trade, I say trade carefully so often, y'all. So again, I hope that everyone have a very profitable and a very, very productive day today. If you could, please like, share, comment, subscribe, y'all, because we learn and we grow together. With that being said, be blessed as well as a blessing unto others.